Red Bull gives a massive update on Verstappen's future. Hamilton gets new advice on how to deal with Ferrari, and Carlos Sr. is ready to be FEA president. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Arvid Lindblad, a promising talent from the Red Bull Junior team, is set to make waves in the world of Formula One. The young driver's debut is scheduled for the upcoming British Grand Prix, marking an exciting milestone for the 17-year-old. This opportunity arises after an impressive test at Imola and the successful acquisition of his FIA super license, granted ahead of the usual minimum age requirement of 18. Red Bull worked meticulously to secure approval for Lindblad, emphasizing their commitment to nurturing young talent. Helmut Marko, the senior advisor for Red Bull and head of their driver program, revealed that Lindblad's appearance during Friday practice is a strategic move amid uncertainties surrounding reigning champion Max Verstappen. With the potential for Verstappen facing a one-race ban due to accumulating penalty points, having Lindblad prepared to step in is essential for the team's plans. Verstappen's situation is delicate. A single penalty point in the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix could lead to him missing the British GP. Currently, Verstappen's tally stands at 11 points, a number that will decrease to 9 with a clean performance in Austria. It's a precarious position, and Red Bull is taking no chances in light of these ongoing threats to their star driver. Marko shared insights into Lindblad's preparations, noting that he spent half a day testing with the Racing Bulls in Italy. This hands-on experience provides him the essential familiarity with the car ahead of his debut. He is characterized by his mental strength and self-confidence, Marko highlighted, recognizing Lindblad's unique blend of Swedish and Indian heritage as an asset in the competitive realm of motorsport. Looking ahead, Red Bull has also considered options beyond Lindblad. With Ayumu Iwasa available as a potential replacement, the team is ensuring they're covered regardless of how the penalty situation evolves with Verstappen. This proactive approach not only showcases Red Bull's foresight, but also reflects their commitment to their drivers' development. Lindblad's debut is a testament to the belief Red Bull has in its junior team and the potential that young talents can bring to the future of Formula One. In a recent development within Formula One, the focus is shifting to Arvid Lindblad, a 17-year-old talent making waves in the motorsports world. His impressive rookie season in Formula 2 has positioned him as a title contender, showcasing his potential and skill. With 2 race wins under his belt, he currently sits third in the standings, just 8 points behind the leader, Alex Dunn. Lindblad recently received his FIA super license, marking a significant milestone in his journey towards Formula One. The process has been backed by Red Bull, and Helmut Marko, a key figure in the team, has spoken about their strategic planning, including a reserve driver deal with another team to ensure preparedness. Marko noted the complexity of securing a suitable replacement driver, which speaks to the challenges teams face in maintaining competitive edge and reliability. Additionally, the FIA has granted a special dispensation for this Red Bull Junior to earn his super license before his 18th birthday, a rare achievement that could pave the way for his entry into the elite racing league. This move by the FIA signals recognition of Lindblad's talent and the potential contributions of young drivers to the sport. With Lindblad on the cusp of a potential F1 debut, fans are eagerly watching to see how his journey unfolds. As he continues to impress on the racetrack, the anticipation around his future in Formula One builds, reflecting a burgeoning legacy for Red Bull Racing's junior program. Stay tuned for more updates on this exciting young driver. Lewis Hamilton's much-anticipated move to Ferrari hasn't quite unfolded as he and fans hoped. With this transition, questions arise. Has he developed certain habits during his time at Mercedes that are now holding him back? These concerns are echoed by rising star Isack Hadjar, a rookie driver for Racing Bulls who has followed Hamilton's journey. In a sport where experience can make or break a career, Hadjar offers a fresh perspective on Hamilton's struggles during this significant change. Hadjar points out that understanding a veteran driver's mindset during such a tumultuous transition is challenging. However, in a recent interview, he provided some insightful observations about Hamilton's current situation. He recently enjoyed a successful performance in the F1 2025 season, overcoming a rocky start in Australia to become one of the year's most impressive rookies. His success, he credits, comes from quickly adapting to the demands of a Formula One car. After rigorous tests in Bahrain, he felt ready to tackle the Australian race. "I needed those tests in Bahrain to finally do my best in an F1 car for 3 days," Hadjar shared. His confident grip on the car allowed him to feel familiar when he arrived in Melbourne, marking a significant moment in his rookie season. Through this lens, Hadjar suggests that the current crop of F1 rookies is uniquely prepared to navigate their entry into the sport. He believes that each newcomer has the potential to adapt swiftly, having developed their skills in high-pressure environments like F3 and F2. When asked about Lewis Hamilton's major transition, Hadjar pointed out the stark differences in their respective careers. While he and other rookies may thrive on change and adaptability, Hamilton has spent years with Mercedes, building habits that might not transfer as smoothly to Ferrari. Hadjar noted, "Yes, but they are cases that have been with the same car for many years and they have habits, and the change is more brutal." It's fascinating to observe how different stages of a driver's career affect their adaptability to new teams and cars. While Hadjar has quickly risen through the ranks, Hamilton's circumstances illustrate the complexities faced by seasoned champions when they encounter a significant shift. As fans, we can only watch and anticipate how Hamilton will navigate this challenging phase in his illustrious career and whether he can break free from his past habits to find success with Ferrari. The sport thrives on these stories of struggle and triumph, captivating audiences worldwide, especially as the dynamics of team changes and rookie performances continually shape the narrative. Stay tuned as we follow this evolving saga in Formula One, exploring not only Hamilton's journey, but also the rising stars who may soon challenge for the spotlight. As the excitement of the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix builds, Lewis Hamilton finds himself in a unique position, switching from the familiar Mercedes power unit to a Ferrari for the first time in his illustrious career. This pivotal move marks not just a change of teams after nearly 15 years, but also a fresh challenge amidst a new set of regulations that have proven to be quite the hurdle for the seasoned driver. Despite these challenges, Hamilton remains an enormous inspiration for younger talents like Emma Hadjar. Emma's admiration for Hamilton runs deep. She credits him with shaping her understanding of race management, recalling how she used to watch his onboard footage during races to glean insights into his driving technique. Being able to compete alongside someone she idolizes is a thrilling experience for Hadjar, who expresses respect for Hamilton while managing the complex dynamics of rivalries on the track. "Oh, it's nice to race with him and spend time together," Hadjar shares, reflecting on their interactions. But being competitors, there's not much advice exchanged. This respect permeates their relationship, as Hadjar chooses self-reliance in her pursuit of knowledge, preferring to learn through her own experiences. Meanwhile, Hamilton addresses another critical issue: online abuse in the world of Formula One. He notes the significant changes in the nature of interactions faced by modern drivers compared to his earlier years in the sport. The online landscape has transformed the way fans engage with their favorite racers, often crossing the line into toxic territory. In this fast-paced world of F1, as we gear up for the various changes happening in teams, including Ferrari's decisions leading into the Austrian Grand Prix, we also remember to pay tribute to those within the community. From beloved presenters to behind-the-scenes heroes, the spirit of teamwork and resilience remains vital. Stay tuned as we track the latest updates and continue to highlight the exhilarating and often challenging journey that Formula One presents. With Hamilton's bold step and Hadjar's rising star, the grid is evolving and the thrill hasn't been greater. Recently, former F1 driver Jolyon Palmer described the protest situation between Verstappen and Russell in Canada as an absolute farce. This incident occurred right after a safety car period where Russell's actions came under scrutiny and ended up being reviewed by the stewards. But what's even more concerning for Red Bull, according to Palmer, is their apparent preoccupation with Mercedes' tactics rather than staying focused on their own performance. With Verstappen facing pressure as he approaches the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix, it's crucial for him to maintain a clean race, especially after having received 3 penalty points for a previous collision with Russell in Spain. This added stress is shaping the way Red Bull must operate moving forward. Now, let's take a closer look at what happened during the Canadian Grand Prix. Verstappen executed a key part of his race strategy successfully, but faced a daunting challenge when Lando Norris collided with his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri. This incident caused a chaotic finish under the safety car, during which Verstappen briefly overtook Russell after he suddenly braked. Immediately, Russell was on the radio claiming that Verstappen had gained an unfair advantage. In the end, the FIA stewards ruled in favor of Russell, confirming him as the race winner, with Verstappen finishing second. But that wasn't the end of the drama. Red Bull issued a protest regarding Russell's braking, suggesting that his actions were erratic and against the rules. Palmer didn't hold back his criticism of the protest, labeling it as complete nonsense and raising red flags about Red Bull's fixation on the actions of rival teams instead of ensuring that Verstappen simply drives his usual top-tier race. Palmer articulated a stark concern. If Red Bull is focused on what Mercedes might be doing to exploit their situation, that's the bigger worry. The team needs to concentrate on Verstappen's performance rather than the alleged strategies of their competitors. Following the race, Red Bull's team principal, Christian Horner, emphasized their concerns about potential gamesmanship from Mercedes. He indicated that they had previously communicated with the race director seeking attention to any unfair practices aimed at Verstappen. Horner acknowledged the inevitability of these tactics in racing, highlighting that Red Bull feels the need to keep an eye on it, especially given the controversial context of their ongoing rivalry. What do you think? Is Red Bull too distracted by the competition, or do they have valid concerns about fairness in racing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of all things F1. In a recent post-qualifying comment, George Russell joked about his points on the license, especially with Max Verstappen sharing the front row with him in the next race. It's a light yet competitive spirit that sets the stage for what could be an exhilarating race. Now, let's dive into the current tally of penalty points in Formula One for 2025. Verstappen is navigating a precarious landscape with his 11 points. He successfully made it through the Canadian Grand Prix, but needs to finish the upcoming Austrian Grand Prix without accumulating more points. Fortunately for him, after this race, he's set to gain some breathing room as 2 of his points from a previous collision will drop off. The focus on Verstappen has sparked discussions among pundits, including Palmer, who emphasizes that accumulating penalty points isn't a walk in the park. He highlights that only a few drivers have received more than 3 total points, pointing out that 8 of the 20 racers have none at all. This suggests that while Verstappen's position is challenging, it's entirely possible to avoid penalties and race cleanly. As we look towards the Austrian Grand Prix, this is not just another race, it's Red Bull's home turf. Fans and drivers alike will be eager to witness whether Verstappen can secure his 5th consecutive victory at the iconic Red Bull Ring. Switching gears, Juan Pablo Montoya has sent a message to Mercedes regarding George Russell. He believes it's time for the team to proactively secure Russell, especially in light of the competitive threat posed by Red Bull. Meanwhile, tensions have surfaced in the paddock. An incident involving Verstappen has prompted criticism, suggesting that Russell should reflect on his actions while out on the track. On a lighter note, Verstappen is set to debut a special edition Orange Lion helmet for 3 races this season, adding some flair to his already impressive persona on the track. Lastly, we can't overlook the pressing question concerning Verstappen's future in Formula One and how it plays into the 2026 season. As teams strategize and players weigh their options, it's clear that the landscape of racing is ever-changing and filled with surprises. So, what are your thoughts on these developments? Share your opinions in the comments. And for more exciting F1 updates and analyses, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. In a significant development within the world of motorsport, Carlos Sainz Sr. has officially announced that he will not be running for the position of FIA president. This comes as a surprise to many, as Sainz was previously considered a potential challenger to the current president, Mohammed bin Sulayem. In a statement shared with the media, Sainz expressed, "I have finally decided not to run for the presidency of the FIA in this year's election." This reflects a thoughtful decision-making process, as the seasoned rally driver delved deep into the complexities of the role and the responsibilities that it entails. At 63, Sainz has dedicated much of his recent months to understanding the nuances of the FIA's operations. He emphasized the significance of being well prepared for such a vital position, stating, "After thoughtful reflection, I have come to the conclusion that the present circumstances are not ideal to set the grounds for my candidacy." This acknowledgement underlines his commitment to making informed choices rather than rushing into a competitive election scenario. Moreover, his decision was not made lightly. Sainz conveyed concerns that pursuing the FIA presidency could jeopardize his preparations for the Dakar Rally, a commitment he holds dearly. Furthermore, "I have realized that properly running for president would notably compromise my preparation for the Dakar, and I do not wish to weaken my commitment to Ford and my team," he stated. This sentiment illustrates the balancing act between personal career aspirations and broader responsibilities within the motorsport community. As Sainz steps back from the electoral race, it appears that the current president, Mohammed bin Sulayem, is poised to secure another term. The leadership is backed by vocal support from numerous FIA member clubs worldwide, strengthening his position as the leading candidate for re-election. Looking ahead, the process for electing the new FIA president will take place during the upcoming General Assembly in Uzbekistan this December. This assembly is where all member clubs will cast their votes, outlining the election's importance in shaping the future of motorsport governance. Candidates aiming for the presidency must navigate a rigorous nomination process. This includes assembling a team of key individuals who will hold various roles within the organization, such as the president of the Senate and a deputy president. These requirements add another layer of complexity to the already challenging task of running for such a prestigious position. With Carlos Sainz stepping aside, the FIA presidential race serves as a significant moment not only for those directly involved, but also for motorsport fans and participants globally. As the automotive world eagerly anticipates the upcoming election results, all eyes will be on how the leadership transitions will affect the future of motorsport policies and governance. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on developments around the FIA presidency and the implications of this election. As the election approaches, bin Sulayem is in a strong position, bolstered by significant support as he vies for another term as FIA president. This position marks a critical moment for both him and the organization. In the motorsport community, discussions have erupted regarding the FIA and its overarching influence in Formula One. Many fans and stakeholders are eager to understand how this body governs and shapes the future of the sport. The FIA is tasked with developing regulations that ensure fair play and safety across all motorsport disciplines. Interestingly, while Carlos Sainz has stepped back from his candidacy for now, he hasn't dismissed future possibilities. His passion for motorsport remains undeterred, reflecting a desire for crucial changes within the organization. He emphasizes his commitment to following developments closely, indicating a strong drive to improve mobility for road users around the globe. Sainz expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support he received during this time, reinforcing his confidence in pursuing his long-term goals within the sport. This sentiment highlights the interconnectedness of the motorsport community, where support and encouragement thrive among its members. In other news, the world of Formula One keeps spinning with exciting stories that catch the eye of fans. The legendary Red Bull RB19 has been a talking point, sparking debates over whether it stands as the greatest car in F1 history. Meanwhile, rising stars like Alex Dunn are making waves, showcasing their potential as they strive for a chance in the sport. Don't forget to stay connected with Planet F1 for up-to-the-minute news and analyses of the ever-evolving landscape of Formula One. Whether it's about the latest team strategies or updates about tire compounds, every piece of information adds to the thrill of following this high-speed world. As we look ahead, the racing schedule promises a series of riveting events that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Also, tracking factual statistics can provide a deeper appreciation for the sport, revealing how legendary drivers like Hamilton, Verstappen, and Alonso rank among the best. So, as the FIA election draws near, keep your eyes peeled for updates that will shape the future of motorsport. With new leadership potentially on the horizon, the implications for racing policies and governance will be profound.